lives with no In this video, I'm rolling with Anthony. Another Anthony. So, I've seen him around the gym before. I don't think we ever rolled. He's probably been training 6 months to a year, something like that, if I had to guess. He's about 160 pounds, so he's a little bit lighter than me, but considerably younger, judging by his lack of any gray hair. Makes me want to dye my hair. Just kidding. So here we go. He's trying to pass my guard. He's trying to control my legs. He has a lot of strength for a smaller guy. He's very strong. I think he could make a good competitor one day. So there he was trying to pass my guard. I got to the outside of his arm, and he was able to get it back, which is very impressive. So here I have like an arm triangle, choke position, making some adjustments. Really, I just want to get more on the back without losing that choke. But I let it go because I didn't have it perfect, and he's a white belt. So I'm always experimenting. Going along the edge of what works or what might not work if it's an inch over. So there he tried to spin my legs to the side and pass, which was really good. It forced me to frame and bring my legs back in. And then he jumped to the other side, which is side-to-side passing. I love it. So here I'm keeping him in my closed guard, doing a little wrist fighting, making sure I don't use a lot of energy. Trying to get his arm in front of my body. So as you can see, I went from one attack to the other, to the reverse armbar attempt. So here I'm winning the wrist fighting decisively. And I think he was mentioned that he watches the channel. So I said, don't you watch the channel? You're not going to win this wrist fight battle. I was joking. That was a cool transition from the arm bar to the back. He identified it. He's trying to turn back into me. I'm just trying to do as little as possible and still control the situation. Not because I'm lazy, but because I'm trying to be efficient and not overexert. So here I'm just playing with him a little. I'm on his back. He's leaning forward. He's trying to avoid the choke. I'm being very incremental. So there he's starting to turn away from me. I'm using that to attack the right arm. I'm crawling up his body. But he's hiding it well. So I just gift wrapped him and rolled him over. He identified that he needed to get his back to the mat, or I was going to take his back, which was really good. And there he was in the spider web and he powered out of it. Combination of technique and strength. So here, his left arm over my back, that's not really going to help him unless he's looking for some type of buggy choke set up there, and I don't think he is, based on his experience level. You really want to push off. You don't want to hold me on top of you. That's not going to help you get out. Also, that arm is super exposed. So I think I have like a body lock on him now. See, I was peeling his hook with my right foot. He was hooking my leg. You have to pummel with your legs. Your leg pummeling should be almost as good as your hand pummeling. So there I was able to slide to quarter guard, quarter mount, which that little hold doesn't really help him much. I don't even bother trying to free my foot. So here I'm looking for the Americana. I think I just got it. It was a bad angle. Now I'm giving him a little mid-roll advice. Slow down your mind. Think more. Don't explode through everything. Flow. Stick. Make frames. So now we're resetting back into the roll, and he's trying to go a little easier. I'm not saying don't resist or don't attack, but do it in a more thoughtful, efficient, effective way. I remember I was watching videos of Draculino, and he was destroying like black belt competitors. He was just rolling them over, like he wasn't doing much. And he made it look so easy. Even though jumping around and doing cartwheels and flying arm bars, that all seems really cool. But it's not efficient. And most importantly, big explosive moves lead to injury. So there I just incrementally passed his guard. If you want to rewind that, you could see the type of footwork I used to counter his body movement and placement. Here his elbow was up in the air. See, his elbow should always be tucked to his side in this position. It just allows for attacks. I think I just explained that to him, actually. So there I did the step over arm bar. He defended. He almost rolled me over. And now he's shrimping to make space to bring his frames back in. Sometimes he's not doing anything technically wrong. It's that I can anticipate better than he can. So shrimping and making space, the things he was doing, it wasn't wrong, but I just knew exactly where he was going to end up, and I already had a plan. So there I rolled back into a nice easy arm bar. I'm not ripping it. I'm not exploding. There he was starting to get up. I was thinking of a bicep slicer. And then he threw my legs to the side and passed my guard, which I kind of let him do that. I made a funny noise as well, because I want to see his offense. If he was to pass my guard, what can he do? And right away, I was able to dogfight out of it. I could have finished the choke right there, but I didn't squeeze hard because I didn't need to feed my ego with that choke. To me, it's more about working in the position. Well, I was able to get it eventually anyway, but that's because he didn't do the proper things to defend. It wasn't because I was squeezing as hard as I could. So I'm giving him some pointers. Basically, I'm telling him that if you tough out these chokes, you could end up separating your shoulder. There's a lot of different issues that you can have. You could hurt your neck. I had a ligament going from my shoulder to my neck that basically ripped off my shoulder. I missed 6 months of training. I couldn't even sleep for a month. But that was all from toughing out triangle chokes and toughing out different things. Instead of just tapping right away, once the choke's on, I shouldn't even have to squeeze. That was a slick pass there. You have to watch that again. So here I'm in my new favorite position, mount. When people ask me what I'm working on, when everyone always says to me, Anthony, what are you working on? No, I'm just kidding. Nobody asked me. But if they were to ask me, I would say mount. And mount maintenance. Hodge Gracie won all his matches from a mounted choke. In the worst case scenario, I go to knee on belly. I think I got another Americana there. I really couldn't see it. And it's really not that important to me. What was important was I was able to hold mount, shut down his escapes, and apply a submission like the cherry on top. So there he swept me and I stepped right over. I actually learned that move from Jonathan Satava at Marcelo Garcia Academy. I use it all the time. When someone goes to roll you over, just jump over with your hips and land and mount. I'm not describing it as eloquently, but that's the essence of it. So thank you for watching. This was Anthony's first round on the channel. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you for watching.